Hello everyone, this is Cam and welcome to another BOTB video on my brand new YouTube channel, which is called Cam's BOTB Strategy. So today we are covering the midweek competition picture which just came out. This is literally 12:30 in the morning. So I'm making this video for you guys so that you can get to see these videos as soon as the picture comes out, so that you can have a detailed analysis on this picture and you can get my thoughts and then you can work around it. I'm not here to suggest any coordinate to anyone, but what I'm planning to do is just share my thoughts based on my very first look. I haven't taken any coordinates from anyone whatsoever. So based on the very first look, what I think about this picture, and I will share my thought. So before I get started guys, make sure don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon next to it to get notified every time I upload a new video. On this channel, I'm just going to upload 2 videos per week. So one for the dream car, one for the midweek. So as you can see, it's my second video of this channel, so make sure you give us some thumbs up as well and let me know in the comment section below what do you think, if I'm doing anything wrong, or if you're liking this video, or your thought, or maybe your coordinates, so that I can do the live stream on my main channel, which is called Cam Hassan. So you can you can have a look and I can take the coordinates from you guys. Let me just adjust this quickly. I should have done that before. Okay, my camera. Oh, good. Right. So this is a similar picture. As soon as I saw that, I've realized we have played that pictures already, which is from the dream car competition week number 9. They used that picture from a different angle. So as you can see, same 2 players right there. So I wasn't very close to that. They went quite high on this, and on this one they are just about to he looks like he's a bit more tensed and everything, and he is just about to jump and head the ball. On this, they did go quite high because this guy obviously hasn't jumped yet. He's just about to jump it, and that is literally a split second after. So he knows the ball position, where he's looking and where he's coming from. He's dropping to his head and he's just about to jump and head the ball or flick it away or whatever he's going to do, just do an impact with the ball. Okay, right, so let's have a look at this. Now that's where the judges went on the last picture. As you can see, if I could open up the full rest picture, there we go. So that's the angle they went. I actually went here because based on his eye lining and everything. I also went slightly to the left, but that's where they went roughly. So we can have a rough idea, but you have to keep that in mind. This is that picture was taken a bit more in an angle, so that you can see this guy in pink more clearly. This one was taken from a little bit from this side, so I don't know if it's 2 different cameramen or same person. I don't think it's same person. He just took probably 2 snaps very quickly, moved to the other side. I'm not sure, but that looks very similar situation. Now we're gonna compare the eyes and everything, eye position and everything. Looking at this, he had a little bit more white under his eye on that picture. In here it looks like he's looking not looking very high. This guy here, he is looking high. Obviously the ball is right in front of him, so even though he's very close to him, he's gonna look like that, and he's gonna have white under his eye and everything. So he's just about to header it. So let's have a look first. Let's come up with some decent let's do the eye lining in first. Let's draw some lines. Forget about this for a second. We're gonna see what coordinate we can come up with on this one. Okay, so if we start drawing lines, looking at his eyes, that eye looks like quite a bit white on the right hand side of his eyes, which is his left. So it's looking in an angle. Obviously it's going to be an angle. looking at this guy here, there's pretty much the white on both sides of his eye. It's like 40-60, I would say, or 30-70 really. So it's looking in an angle that direction. So I personally think it's not going to be as left as it looks based on the guy in blue. So they are quite big in the frame. So the possibilities is going to be the ball, obviously the size of ball is going to be quite big. As I said on my live stream on my main channel today, to get an idea about the ball is just put them, it's going to be pretty much the same size of their face, the whole face basically. So the ball is going to be around this big, quite big obviously. So as it's close to them as well, at the same time they're quite zoomed in, they're quite big in the frame. So that's how we need to come up with the coordinate. In this they are a bit zoomed out, and then you can see the size of the ball, which is pretty much almost similar to the zone 3, slightly smaller than that. That is the size of the ball. So we're gonna work on that using the zone and everything, the target and stuff later on. So start with drawing some lines first. So me personally would go before I actually do that, like I always mention that I do get ideas from the winner, especially from Darren, because he's a very good friend of mine. We're very close. So he said it's better to zoom out the picture to have a very rough idea. So when you look at the picture from far, don't focus too much on the eyes sometimes, and just take the cursor where you think it should be. So based on him, where he's looking, and then the other guy, roughly we know where it should be. So it looks like where I put my cursor there, it should be at the edge of his face or going up from the ears. So let's just zoom in now and start drawing lines. Now what I did on the last live stream, like I said, based on his head positioned and everything, one more thing I got from the winners, which is Darren was saying you have to decide from their cheeks. So obviously you can see more of on this side and less on this side. His head tilted a little bit from this direction. On top of that, there is looking at this direction. But if you look at this eye here, obviously, which is going to be close to the ball, is not actually looking much to the left, obviously, which is his right. So let's start with drawing some lines. First of all, so which is, we are gonna go left obviously, but in an angle, so not too much. So let's start with his face position first. So like I said, it's not much tilted, so it's tiny bit tilted, so it's not gonna be much. So around probably, but this is gonna be the angle. Now obviously his vision is obviously quite wide, so if we just draw lines from him, it's basically his where he's looking roughly around this area. So this is his eyes, his capture zone and stuff like that, even though you can't see his other eye, this guy here. So his capture zone is pretty much from there till, if we just say, imagine the eye from the other side is going to be around this area. So this is the kind of angle that they both are looking at, even though the guy is at the back. So it's still looking at the ball, so the ball might just be kind of in front of them rather than being really high, if you know what I mean. So this guy is not looking very high. Another confusing bit, we do get confused quite a bit, including the judges, is when you get the reflections on their eyes. So that reflection, when you look at it from far, automatically your mind tells you that he is looking a bit to the right, but he's actually not. You have to understand that based on the like I said, the percentage of the white on both sides of his eye. So this is just the reflection from the lights. So let me just zoom in a bit more so that you can see better. There you go. So this is what I was talking about, that reflection right there. So start with drawing some lines first of all. Yeah, I've got that selected already, so let's go ahead and draw some lines. So yeah, to me he is, and also there is a reflection on this side of his eyes. So obviously it's a stadium and they're gonna have lights everywhere, and you will see those reflection in their eyes. So if we just start drawing lines from his eye, he is looking at around, this is the angle that he is looking at. And then from the other eye, sorry, it's gonna be because, like I said, because this eye is close to the ball and the other guy it's like if you put your finger in front of your eye, or say for example if you put your finger on in front of one of your eye, you see how your eye looks. Do you know what I mean? So one of them gonna focus, it's gonna move a bit towards that direction, and then the other one gonna look straight, apart unless this guy is cross-eyed or something. But anyway, this is the angle I'm looking at. One second, let me just draw lines once again. So going with from the center of his eye, roughly he's looking about this direction from this eye right there, and then from the other eye, if we just start drawing lines and stuff, he is looking at around this kind of direction right there. And then from this eye right there, as you can see, like I said, even though it looks like it's looking straight, but there is 30% white on this side of his eye and 70% on the other side. So he doesn't necessarily have to look at the ball as in the center of the ball, because the ball is going to be quite big when it's very close to them. So basically he can look at the edge of the ball, so he's just looking at the ball. Yes, when you play football, especially when you're watching very close from the other guy, you don't have to look at, oh, let me just look at the center of the ball. No, you just look at the ball, right? That's your vision. So that covers a massive area, so from there till even up to here. So yeah, don't get distracted by this. You never know, the judges might not even take his eye lining into consideration. Some judges probably work on this guy's eyes, and then based on his facial expression they will probably come up with an area. So anyway, I'm not really relying on his eyes much. I'm not on this picture especially, I'm not going based on to an area based on their eye lining. I am purely gonna go with their facial expression and body language to see how it looks. So if I just, for example, go straight up from his from the edge of his ears, for example, so which is to 1543. So if I just go straight up, let's just to see how it looks. That's going straight up. And to decide the height roughly, we just go around this area. So let's just zoom out a little bit. Now keep it in mind that, like I said, it could be pretty much you can't really take much from this guy right there. So if you do actually go with him, like if you want to go, because if you think about 3D angle of the ball and everything, especially comparing with this picture right there, so now it's here, but if you basically do a 3D angle, look at from the front and then put this guy at the back, this picture will automatically move to the right a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I am probably going to go straight up from the edge of his forehead right there. It is a tricky picture though. I mean, you guys will get a decent area when you do the live streaming and we get the average and stuff like that, but it is a little bit trickier picture, and we will seek more advice from the winners and stuff like that, and especially the one that spend a lot of time on picture like this. So obviously we will try our best to come up with the best possible area. What I would probably do or add into this is, probably if I go anywhere, I would probably go slightly higher from the guy in pink. These are the areas that I am coming up with. So for example, some of you are gonna go really high from this, I know that for sure. So probably just to make it look a bit more realistic, so it might go up to this height right there. So if I just put the target, that is gonna help on this. So like I said, zone 3 is normally the size of the ball. It's gonna be even bigger on this picture. So let me just hide the lines, because we got the X pretty much bang on where it should be. If we just hide the lines, so I would probably go slightly, ever so slightly higher, and probably go around this kind of area. Let me just bring the lines back together. So let's just put some coordinates in here first to see what's the possible areas that the judges can go on this picture. So we, like I said, we went straight up from his ear because of the angle of his eyes and stuff like that. So first ever coordinate I am gonna put in here is this, which is 1546 12 63. The highest coordinate I'm gonna put, which is around 1546 995. So now I am going to delete all the lines and readjust them to see how it looks. Like I said, this is not a final coordinate. We are going to work on this picture. We are going to get the average and everything. Problem is, if you want to go with the eyelining, you would like to go more to the left from this guy in blue and black, but the guy in pink looks like he is looking kind of straight up. To be honest with you, I personally think he's looking around this direction, even though there is more white on this side of his eye, so it looks like he's looking at that direction, but obviously that doesn't match with the eyelining in here that we are coming up with, if it makes sense. So we're coming up with this kind of area. I would probably go around this area, or maybe go somewhere in between. So these are the eyelining. Actually, I would say a little bit in an angle. 1 second. Angle like that. So these are the visions that you are getting from here. So he's clearly looking a bit to the left. So where I went, it could be in an angle as well. So like I said, the judges might not even go there. That's the thing. So this is the angle that I'm quite confident with. And roughly, if we want to take the height, even though you can't see his eye, you can just see the back of his head and stuff like that. But you know, this is the kind of height that I am comfortable with on this picture. Like I said, we are going to do average. We are going to do take coordinates from you guys, and then when we do the average, we will have a better idea on this picture. The live stream about this picture is coming up on Friday. I'm quite looking forward to that, to see where all of you went. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Because this is, like I said, a tricky picture. It's just the height that you need to come up with. Now like I said, these are the areas. So if I just do an average of these three coordinates that I've selected, which is what the hell? Why the average is there? Did I put any coordinate outside of this or something? Shouldn't be there. 1 second. How many coordinates did I choose? 3 coordinates. So average, there's no way it should be that much that there. Let me see again. Calculate the average. Why is it there? No idea. Anyway, let's just delete that. Delete some of these coordinates right there. Okay, there you go. So forget about the average, as the extension is not working. But anyway, it's gonna be somewhere in between these two coordinates that I'm confident with, and these are the areas that I'm confident with. So if I just put it in there, so for example, if I go straight up from here, yeah, that looks better, and this looks okay, and that also looks not too bad. So if I just zoom out a little bit, and then from this guy's eyes right there, you can literally, like I said, it is looking at this direction. Okay, that's, now you got it. As you can see, it's looking at that angle. And now if you just take its imaginary second eye, so the average, it should land somewhere in between. So let's put a coordinate there, which is 15, 57, 11, 21. So I'm just gonna delete those other two coordinates to compare it, putting the target on everything, and that's what I came up with. So just put the target on this, so which is that, and the coordinate is 15, 57, 11, 21. What do you think? I mean, like I said, I was struggling today. Honestly, I have to admit, I was struggling to come up with the area, because this is not just me that playing for myself. I'm sharing my thoughts with you guys, and I don't want to mislead you guys. And like I always say, I don't never suggest any coordinates. It's entirely up to you. Do your own thing, you know, based on your thought. I just come up with the area. So this is the area that I came up with. Let me know what do you think about this coordinate, and let me know what do you think about this area. Would you go higher than that? Would you go lower than that? I mean, if you go with the eye line, you have to go that kind of I would definitely go that kind of high basically, where he's looking at, even though he is quite tense, as you can see his neck and everything, but still he hasn't jumped yet. So he's about to jump, so he is going to be slightly higher. It's not going to be very close to the player right there. Okay, so this is the coordinate. So what do you think? Let me know in the comment below. And the coordinate is 15, 57, 11, 21. 15, 57, 11, 21. Okay, so thank you so much guys for watching. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. Let me know, as I'm struggling this week. Trust me, I am struggling. Very tricky picture. So share me your thoughts, and submit your coordinate in the comment section, and I will reply to you, and I'll put the target and see how it looks, and I'll reply to you if it looks good. Okay, have a good day guys, and hope you guys win, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Okay, and bye bye.